drawing since hit that I got from the software, the Smart Look software. And this is, according to Gail Howard, this is the best chart in the game. And it shows, these are all the numbers from 1 through 49 for your game. And it shows all the numbers between or since the hits. So on 313, number 1 was the winning number. After 13 games, number 1 hit. Here, number 2 hit after hit back to back, and then it didn't hit for 11 games. Now this chart shows the same data as the drawing since hit. This is the drawings between hits, but it shows it in a different format. Except this chart is wrong because they're not showing the double hits. See, number 2 hit twice in a row right here, and it's not showing anything like that. It should show 2 zeros. So I called the tech support. So I've been trying to recreate that one. And why this chart is important, because you can see after 13 games, number 1 hit after 13 games. Here, number 1 has hit after 13 games. Therefore, if you would observe this chart, you would know when to play number 1. And number 1 has hit after 7 games, which means on the 8th game, it hit after 7 games. Number 1 has hit very predictably, which means that you would be able to use it on the full wheel. You would be able to put number 1 as a power number, and then so all the first numbers would be number 1, which means that's the power number. And then you would have to filter out the sums by tracking the sum. In your game, most of the numbers fall within this sum range. And then this, see, it started with 792. Now it's only 690. So the more filters you apply, that means these are the ones you have to track. And I was trying to call tech support. I left a message because I'd like some more features to be added so they could track some more stuff. But that's how that chart would be useful. So this is the same chart that I downloaded here. And another way this chart is useful is that you can see patterns. Like often in your game, a number hits from the previous game. Like number 2 hit twice in a row. And I put that in orange. Number 30 here hit twice in a row. See, number 13 hasn't hit in 35 games. Number 13 has not been played. If you go here, after 36 games, on the 37th game, number 13 has been played. But we don't know when 13 is going to be played, but it's going to come close. It's going to near that time. Oftentimes, and oftentimes in your game, consecutive numbers have been played. 14, 15, 8, 9, 7, 8, 24, 25, 48, 49. This happens pretty often where consecutive numbers get played. 14, 15 again. 16, 17. Happens pretty often. So that's something that we can track. And so I've been trying to recreate this, which takes a long time. But we're able to, it's how we can gauge when a number will be hit. We can kind of guess and estimate. You notice right here, after 12 games, number 1 hit after 12 games. So 12 games it didn't play. Number 1 was not the winning number for 12 games. And then on the 13th game, it was the winning number. Here, number 1 was not the winning number for 12 games, and the 13th time it was the winning number. And this means number 1 hit twice in a row, number 1 hit 3 times in a row. And this is missing on the software. It's not showing when a number hit 2 or 3 times in a row, which it's hard to use that software then if it's not accurate. The other parts are accurate, but not this part. So sum tracking. We can do sum tracking. We track the sum. So if you're able to track the sum, then you can eliminate a lot of numbers. But it's easier to do on my Excel than here. So the average for your game is 150. The average sum. Okay. And that is pretty much all. So here you can see, and then if you look at this for a long time, you can see patterns like diagonal patterns that happen frequently. And this is, it's pretty interesting. Another diagonal pattern. You can see 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. This happens pretty often in your game. 18, 19, 20. Those are the winning numbers. 1, 2, 3. Another diagonal pattern. Well, tell me what you think.